Hello, my name is Jordan Oliver. My role is the Learning Disabilities and Autism Lead for Southwark Integrated Care Board. This short talk is to provide an overview of the Dynamic Support Register. So what is the Dynamic Support Register? Firstly, the Dynamic Support Register is often referred to simply as the DSR. I'll be using these terms interchangeably throughout this short talk. The DSR is a locally held risk register for people with learning disabilities and/or autistic people. Only people with those diagnoses are eligible for the DSR. People are referred when there is a deterioration in mental health or increase in behaviours of concern, meaning that there is a risk of placement breakdown and/or risk of hospital admission to a mental health hospital. There is a transdisciplinary meeting held where people's current situations and presentations are discussed to ensure they are able to access all care and support that is needed and that they are entitled to in the community to help. I'll talk more about this later. This aims to improve things for people with learning disabilities and autistic people in the community and prevent and avoid unnecessary admission to mental health hospitals for people with learning disabilities and autistic people. Dynamic support registers are central to the NHS long-term plan and Homes Not Hospital commitment. So how does the Dynamic Support Register work in Southwark? Firstly, a referral form needs to be completed and shared with the local DSR lead. The person typically needs to be registered with a GP in Southwark. Other boroughs have their own Dynamic Support Registers, so if someone's GP is in a different borough, a referral can be made to that Dynamic Support Register. Referrals can be made by any professional from health, social care and education working with the person. Consent is needed. If someone has capacity to consent and is over 16, they will need to sign the consent form. If someone is under 16, a parent or carer can provide consent on their behalf. If someone is 16 and over and does not have capacity, a best interest decision can be made about a referral to the Dynamic Support Register. There is ongoing work to develop a system for self-referral, meaning people will be able to refer themselves, or families and carers can make a referral for someone under 16 or someone who does not have capacity to consent. A red, amber, green, also known as a RAG system, is used to see what level of risk is currently presenting for the person referred. People are only added to the register at red or amber with the aim that the support is put in place so their presentation improves, resulting in a green rating. There are 2 registers in Southwark and subsequently 2 DSR meetings, one for adults and one for children and young people under 18. Children can transition from the Children and Young People's Register to the Adults Register. Colleagues from health and social care attend the Dynamic Support Register meetings. The people on the register are discussed to see how they are presenting, what is happening, and consider what is needed to support, help and improve the presentation and/or the situation for the people on the register. Colleagues from other services, for example education, are invited to talk about specific cases as and when needed. So the Dynamic Support Register in summary. Like I've said, the DSR is a locally held risk register for people with learning disabilities and/or autistic people. The DSR is there to support people who have marked deterioration in mental health or increase in behaviours of concern and subsequently may be at risk of placement breakdown and/or admission to a mental health hospital. And finally, people can be referred to the Dynamic Support Register in the same borough as their GP. If you have any questions about the Dynamic Support Register, please talk to the people in your network. There is also a lot more information available about the Dynamic Support Register available online at NHS England's website. Thank you all for listening.